The company sent me this set, which includes a battery-powered weed eater and hedge trimmer. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit more about it. So with this set, you do get this weed eater here. Now there is some assembly required with this, snapping it together, putting on the little guard, as well as putting on the handhold here. But it does come with any tools needed to do that. When you get ready to put the little shroud and also the handle on, the screws are already in it here, so you won't find them in a bag. They are already in this piece. It also comes with weed eater string already installed in it, which I think is pretty cool, and it's a pretty decent weed eater string there. Now to operate this, you can't just pull the trigger. On the other side is like a safety, so you have to have that pressed before you can pull the trigger. And then there's a speed selector here on the top of it, so you can just power that up. So there's 3 different speeds that you can choose on this weed eater. And on the hedge trimmer, everything is pretty much kind of the same, except the little safety is here on the top of it. So when you press that down, then you can pull the trigger that way. And then it also has the same 3-speed selector here on the top of it as well. On the handhold here, there is a safety button underneath that, so that way you have to have your hand here and have your hand on the handle part here before this will work. I also like the fact that it comes with this nice plastic sheath over it. And you can see this is a pretty long blade here on this hedge trimmer. And it looks nice. It does come with 1 battery, so you have to use the same battery between the 2 different tools here. It's a 2.5 amp battery. And as you can see, it's a nice looking battery. When you press this button here, we'll give you an indicator here showing you how much power you have left on your battery. And the battery charger is super nice. So yeah, all you have to do is slide this down here on it just like this, and it will start charging. And it also has a screen on it here to show you kind of how much power it is and where it's at on the charging process. To install the battery on the tool, all you have to do is slide it on just like this. It clicks on. Now to remove it, you have to pull this little tab and then you can slide it off. I like that it comes with this neck strap. That way it kind of balances the weight out there, so it makes it pretty nice to hold. All it takes is pressing the little safety and pulling the trigger. And that's a pretty high speed weed eater there. Now for the hedge trimmers, there's one other feature I forgot to mention. It has this trigger here. If you pull this trigger, you can actually rotate this. So that way if you're doing something kind of vertical here, all you have to do is rotate that. That way it doesn't really have to change. You don't have to hold this at a weird angle. All you have to do is pull this, and then you can rotate it whichever way works best for you for trimming. That's especially nice for using it something like this. That way you don't have to hold it at such a weird angle. After about 20 or 25 minutes of use, it used about half of this battery, which is not too bad, but I kind of wish there were 2 batteries with this. So overall, I will say this is a very nice set. I will say that I wish it came with 2 batteries. That way, if one person was using the hedge trimmers, one person could be using the weed eater. Or also, if you use up all the battery in the hedge trimmers, then that way you would have a second battery to use. So I do wish it came with 2 batteries, but other than that, I really like this set. I think it gets the job done quite well.